Good afternoon. This is the video newsletter for buysellshort.com for Sunday, April 26th. Just another phenomenal week in the market for us. Nice little extension higher on Friday. I mentioned a couple of days ago that the sell-off we saw early in the week was a mirror of what we saw back on March 30th through April 2nd, and so far it has been exactly the same. We had a big sell-off, a test of the downtrend line just like we had this past week, then a breakout after the retest and a solid move higher. And as you can see right here on the 15-minute chart, come Monday, probably mid-morning Monday, we're going to get another golden cross on the Dow 15-minute chart. That's when the 50-day moving average crosses up through the 200-day moving average. And over the last year, this has been a very profitable trade, and almost 90% of the time we've seen at least a 200-point pop on the Dow when we've seen this cross. We had the same thing happen back here in early April before we had that big 400-point rally. So things looking very, very bullish on the near term here on the Dow. If we flip over to the daily chart, as you can see, despite the sell-off we had early in the week, the Dow was able to hold the 20-day exponential, which has been in place throughout this entire rally. And as long as we hold above this level, right now that's at 78.86, the bias is to the long side. I would say 7,800 would be our line in the sand now. If we break below 7,800, then we go back to a very high cash stance and probably look for some shorts. But market looks very, very good here. We had ADX turn green again, and as I mentioned on Thursday, stochastics, we're getting that little pinch here on 50, which is what we want to see in bullish markets, and everything looks good for a pretty good week this week. Quick mention on the SMH, again, like the Dow, it's just riding its 20-day exponential higher, and it's getting into a little pinch point here. Breakout would be a move over 21 on this one. HUI, Gold Bugs Index, midweek had us starting to buy gold stocks. I said the move was about to happen. We got our golden cross on the HUI back in the first week in April, and as always, whenever we get a golden cross, there's always a little sell-off. Well, that sell-off has happened, and now the run is beginning. Chart looks really, really good here and supportive of at least another 10% move on the HUI, and that would take us to our breakout level that we'll be watching closely. What's fueling this move is the dollar. Big head and shoulders formation in the dollar. Dollar down pretty good over the last 3 or 4 sessions. The key level to watch will be the 83 level. We get a break below that, and gold and oil will be off to the races. Just one quick thing to put in the back of your minds here. Bullish percent index, NASDAQ bullish percent index. We've used this to time tops and bottoms over the last year or so. We're in the danger zone again. Just something to keep in the back of your minds. I mean, essentially we're back to where were back in 2007 before the market started its extended drop. So just put it in the back of your mind that we're getting up into that area, and a retrace probably will come, but judging by the charts of the major indices, it's going to be a little while longer before that happens. Anyway, let's jump into stock plays. Swine flu has taken over the media big time. They've got their latest story to hype, and as such, on Friday we started buying the flu stocks, and judging by the after-hour action on some of them, we're going to be in for some fat gains come Monday. DVAX, these guys have a flu drug that works across many flus. It's not one of those seasonal flu drugs. After hours, well, we entered this one in the mid-80s, and after hours it was trading at $1.05, already at our first target. These guys have $1.70 in cash, no debt. We could see a very big move on this stock on Monday. Target, $1.70 is not out of the question given what NVAX did in after hours on Friday. It was up over 100% on Friday, and the rest of these stocks are going to follow as traders chase them. I mean, the charts on some of these bird stocks, swine flu stocks, are absolutely awesome. AVII, this was a trading alert in the mid-70s. We hit our first target of the 200-day moving average. This one should easily be over $1 come Monday morning, at least a gap fill back up to this 120 area. Again, the chart looks very, very good. There are not a lot of these flu plays out there, and traders are going to be chasing themselves trying to get into them. whereas we're already in them and we're going to ride them to fat gains. GNBT was another flu stock that we got in, 31 cents on Friday. After hours, the stock was at 40 cents. First target here is a move to 56 cents. We've got a sweet flag on this chart. This one really could motor. Usually runs hand in hand with NVAX, and traders are going to be loving this stock, especially seeing as it's under 50 cents. Chart looks fantastic. ADX, stochastics, on balance volume, everything. This should be a rocket ship ride for us come Monday. Gold plays. Our gold plays were fantastic on Friday. GSS hit our first target of $1.50. It is now in breakout territory. Next target is a move to $1.85 here. We got a positive. Our RSI broke over 50. We've got a positive MACD. We've got a positive cross on ADX. Stochastics look really good here. Would look to add any retraces to the 130 level. And as I mentioned, next target is $1.85. CDE, again, another one we were patient. We were loading this one up around 106 to 110 midweek. It hit $1.40 on Friday, a 40% almost gain in a couple of days. Huge flag breakout on this one. We had a flag breakout. We had a breakout through the 200-day moving average. There is no resistance on this one. Actually, let's pull it out a little. Next resistance on this chart really is $2. So that's our next target on this one is $2. As I mentioned in the alert, book half gains. Look to add retraces under $1.20, and next target is $2 on this stock. AGT was our little Amex gold play that we got into early last week. Nice breakout on Friday. Next target on this one is 60 cents. So as usual, we were ahead of the game, ahead of most traders, and now we're just riding fat profits. Volume is continuing to increase on this one. We really haven't seen the big volume spike in this stock. Whenever big volume comes in this stock, it usually doubles. So let's see what happens on this one this week. MDW, this was a new alert, a new gold play that we sent out on Friday. Midway Gold Corp. It's a gold explorer. Very nice triangle breakout here. We also got a close above the 50-day moving average. Target here is a move to 75 cents is our first target here. RSI, nice break up through 50. We got a volume confirmation on the breakout. Stochastics broke a nice downtrend. This one, unlike most gold explorers, in my opinion, it looks to be a legit gold play. They've got massive gold reserves. Barrick Gold, one of the giants in the industry, signed a joint venture agreement with them in March. Gold wasn't really, and gold stocks weren't hot back then, so the market kind of overlooked it. This gives it, it legitimizes this play. The fact that Barrick is involved and developing their mine and throwing like $30 million at one of these guys' mines, so this is one of these sleeper gold plays you don't see mentioned anywhere, and these typically are the ones that move the biggest. NLST, this was our little semiconductor play. Huge volume on Friday and a nice breakout. No reason why this one can't do what IMOS did, 25 cents to 70 cents. And this one has the look. It's trading well under cash and could be a very nice week for us on this one. NEXM, cup and handle breakout here. This should be the week that this stock goes. We've been pretty patient on it. Volume spiked on Friday, and as I mentioned before, target here is a move to the 200-day moving average. That is at 35 cents. All the indicators are a gold for a little rocket ship ride this week. Last but not least, GTCB. Similar setup to DVAX. This one keeps popping on my scan. It looks ready to break out the next move over 40 cents. Depending on whatever the news is. I mean, the chart tells us news is coming, so keep a very close eye on this one. It's got rock solid support here at 31 cents, and when this one breaks, it's going to break big. That's it for the video this weekend. I know I'm missing a couple of plays, but we've got a lot of very active plays going into Monday. Our bird flu, I keep saying it because that was the last thing. Our swine flu plays are going to be monsters for us on Monday. So sit back and enjoy our next wave of winners, and the gold stocks as well are going to do. It's going to be a very nice week for us. So that's it for the video today. I'll see you guys in the chat room tomorrow. Good night.